Okay, that's GLD. And the very bearish scenario that we are basically in a B that will see gold down the road breaking down substantially under 1,000. That pattern is still looking very sensible. As you see, the past week's performance here, this plunge, very serious plunge. Begin to go to the daily, and you can see the breakdown here, and it doesn't look to me like it found an end. I'll be really surprised. I think there is further downside, further falls coming. The first line where on this chart we could assume we might see some sort of support coming in is around here. Okay, around here. Right now I think it's on an express train towards 114, which is 1140 in the futures contract. Yes, the spot contract, that's coincide with this level. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything. It appears to me that now we are busy tracing the D. Okay, let's have a look now at spot gold. Okay, so we have our A right here. If you remember, we had two alternatives. That is favoring this interpretation, A, B, C, of course, favoring upside, but the negative one takes this as an A unchanged, but the B is not here. The B is actually here. I hope you remember that. That's an A, that's a B, C, D, E, and then plunge hard. Okay, the bullish one says hold on. That's an A. We're going to have now a B, and then we will continue a lot higher. Now, in terms of the price action here for gold, the critical level, I hope you remember, first critical level is right here for the current break, but it is quite likely that this is going to be definitive if it breaks under this. It's going to be quite bad in my opinion for gold. I mean, going forward, it will suggest almost certainly that it's going to break badly under this level. Okay, I'm going to jump now to the 60 minutes. And we are seeing quite a few sorry, quite a few options here. I had this one as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and I was talking about an extended fifth. Well, you know, theoretically it's possible, but I think sensibly it's just not the wave country what to work with. I left the labelings, but I think it is better we focus on something else, like taking all of this as A or 1, that's B or 2, and down we go with a 1, 2, 3. We have a fourth wave here, and the thinking must be that there's going to be further slide here, okay, to complete the fifth leg on this scale, and then the moment of truth, because if that's a C, what you're going to see a strong rebound. Okay, a strong rebound. If it is 1, 2, 3, meaning that's a third wave, you're not going to get this. You're going to get more or less this. Okay, you're going to get this, and then oh, sorry, that's not what I had in mind. Just a sec. You're going to get a drop, because you're going to go with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's your B. That's going to be your big A. The A that I assume as an alternative right here would actually finish here, and then you have a B. Okay, and basically what I'm saying is that we are going to have, look, this is a fairly straightforward structure here. You see, we had an A, B, C here. And what I'm saying is if you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, ending roughly here, then you're going for your B, and then you're going for the C. So basically it's almost a reflection. I mean, it's the other side of the coin of what we have seen on the way up here. Do you see? We had an A, B, C. That's going to be an A, B, C, and then expect a rebound. Okay, so that's the general scheme of things for gold. In short, it is likely to stay weak. This is silver, and that's the daily of spot silver priced in US dollars. The silver went for a complete meltdown. Yeah, and the issue with silver is quite complicated. I think could become even more complicated for the simple reason that silver is signaling that it could actually crash under this level. and that's something. That's something, because if that happens, a lot of options are going to now pop on the screen, and they are not going to be bullish. Look, the idea that silver will go up was really basing, I mean, we were basing that assumption heavily on this being a B in the manner that I'm showing you here. Okay, so that's an A, that's a B, fine, came down, great, yeah, it's just going with this pattern. The problem is when you look at the subdivisions going down here, it doesn't look like it's over. And I've just shown you gold, and I don't think the slide in gold is over. We looked at GLD, okay, so I think if this is being breached, if it crashes through this level, what you are going to end up with is probably this. You see, you're going to end up with a movement like that, and I would imagine that silver will bounce back strongly from the floor here. So we could be looking at an extension of the corrective price action here, but it's not going to be bullish. I'll try to explain to you what I mean. Let me just go to the weekly. You see, anytime a market goes back to crash, if you like, or to double test the floor here, it's more like it's more bearish than bullish. I can't say that I've never seen a double checking of the floor without taking the dropping under the origin of the move, meaning I've seen situations like that and then it goes straight up. Yes, of course, these things can happen, but what I'm saying now is that the pattern here is not ultra clear as an A, breaking down badly under this level, going to test the floor, risking the origin, touching the origin of this move. I can't see silver doing this, especially with what we examine now in the case of gold. So I think the odds will increase a lot, by a lot, that we are going to crash through this level. So that is the situation now with silver, and you have to be really on your guard. After it dropped so much, you don't want to start jumping in and selling now, because that is not quite what I think is taking place here in terms of good risk reward. It's just not a good idea. Here we go. That's the 60 minutes coming down. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 down, possibly 3 here, 4. We need another plunge to complete the third. If that's correct, we're going to go sideways and the final plunge. So we have 5 legs down. I will not be surprised if you think that there is a more appropriate subdivision to be applied here. I'm not claiming that this is the only and the best subdivision possible here. I mean, yes, the wave count that I'm showing you, it's possible there is something else. I don't think there is really a lot of merit in discussing this for hours and hours. It's enough to see what silver is doing. This is not bullish.